Goddamn, nigga was talking, didn't even have to thank the goddamn thing up, man. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? It is he, it is I, it is him, it is THETRILLPILL, aka Trill Gates, aka Psycho Trilly, aka Trill Bill, aka Trill Nah, aka your baby mama's favorite content creator, aka tell your granny to hit me in the DMs. aka oh no, man. What's up, man? What's going on, man? It's THETRILLPILL, man. Um, and I'm back, even though I didn't go anywhere. But just here to do my usual, here to drop some information, current events. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Here to drop some things on your minds, and here to kind of inform you guys of what's going on as far as with the current events and mental health. Because there's a lot going on, so much that I can only fit so much in one show. You know what I'm saying? We'll be going live again soon. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody likes to go live. Some people like to go live all the time. Me personally, I prefer to go live whenever I want to, because sometimes it's hard to get things accomplished when you're going live because everything else is going at the same time. And for me personally, you know what I'm saying, I just like doing pre-recorded better. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to create this fake blueprint on how to get how to get popping, and this is how you got to get you know what I'm saying, your content out and things of that nature. And there is no right way to do it. There are things that you can do to make it better, but like I said, it's up to the creator to try to figure out what works for them and do what's best for them. So if anything, before I start, I would like to tell all my fellow creators to find out what works for you, and don't do anything or stop doing things just because somebody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be Steph Curry. Everybody can't be Dirk. Everybody can't be Ginobili. Everybody can't be Harden. Everybody can't be KD. Everybody can't be Kyrie. You know, dig me. Now, first thing I want to get to is, there's a lot of, what's going on right now. I know some people say it's World War III, and me personally, we got nothing to do with that. I don't have nothing to do with that. But one thing I can't ignore because it's something that I deal with is the cost and accessibility of mental health care in America. And of course, we're still going through a pandemic. We still got these new variants down there. You know what I'm saying? A variant every other week. It's like a new Pokemon character. You know what I'm saying? This shit keep evolving, and you know what I'm saying, doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? As I put on the music in the background. You know what I'm saying? Get a little vibe on with me. Holla at me, walk with me, talk with me. Hey. Okay, look. So, this is an article that was last year, but I've had it in my phone forever, but it's still relative to what's going on. And in fact, the percentages that are, the percentages that are put in this paragraph and in this article, they're kind of shit. They've risen even more over the period of. It's almost been a year since this article was created. It was May 2021, and it's February 2021. So still got some time, but it's just amazing how things like the cost of mental health care and the accessibility of it are very important, because when you talk to people about mental health and things like that, because like I tell people all the time, like, I'm not perfect, I'm not an expert, but this is what I do a lot of the time is I like to look up and research and read and things like that to, kind of give people a different perspective on mental health, you know what I'm saying, and maybe give them some information they don't know, or if I can't send them, if I can't give them the help that they need. So I'm not a therapist, I'm not a, you know what I'm saying, counselor or anything. I can definitely point them in the right direction with people who can suit their needs. You know what I'm saying? So spending on health mental health treatment and services reached $225 billion in 2019, according to an Open Minds Market Intelligence report. That number, which is up 52% since 2009, includes spending on things like therapy, prescription medicines, as well as stays in psychiatric or substance abuse rehabilitation facilities. Now, there is something that I showed that I have to do, that I might do it live, is pretty much how and where the funds are, I guess, dispersed. That's the right word. You know what I'm saying? Amongst the country with mental health care, and trying to find ways we can get those in our communities. You know, there is money that is out there for people. Of course, like I just read, psychiatrics, stays, and rehabilitation. But not everybody needs not everybody really needs it on that level. But the option of having that is everything. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity of having that is everything. So just imagine, you may have a family member who goes through, who needs mental health care, and you grow up in a place that is, for instance, I always use the place where I grew up at. I know I say it a lot, but if you don't like it, fuck y'all. But I'm from South Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And I just imagine how many people would have benefited from getting mental health care. People that was seen growing up, whether it was children, because when you're growing up in those impoverished neighborhoods, like I always use South Dallas for example, that area, last time I checked, was 6 to 8% below the poverty line. So with that, you're going to have a certain amount of stressors and the environments and you know what I'm saying? So with that, I think people need care in these communities. I think it will benefit, and I've been trying to find out, okay, well, I see the money going out. It's millions and billions of dollars that's going out, but how much of, this money is being allocated towards impoverished communities, you know what I'm saying, or communities that just need help, communities that are not affluent, the South Dallases and the Oak Cliffs and the rural areas, or any other in the city, you know what I'm saying, where you're at, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Miami, you know what I'm saying, Baltimore, New York City, Denver, just places that if you stay in a big city, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, there's a hood in every city, in every state, from the streets to the trailer parks, you know what I'm saying, to the dirt roads, rural and and being a city, man, we all need this help. But more specifically, our people need this help. You know what I'm saying, a lot. Our numbers have gone up during these past few months. They've gone up. We just seen another black beautiful beauty queen leap to her death, which is also strange. That's another show for another day, but that's weird to me. But it makes sense in the sense of people are stressed out, man, and a lot of people feel like there's no other way, and it's not exactly like they want to take themselves out. I try to explain this, and I'll explain it better a little bit later because I have article essays that I found. But it's kind of like this: like, people are not trying to really take themselves out. It's kind of like people are just trying to eliminate the pain. And unfortunately, if you try to eliminate the pain in that way, your life is collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So this link to this will be in the description box. You can go ahead and read a little bit more. Shows you how expensive it is, even more so than physical health costs. An hour-long therapy session can range from $65 to $250 for those without insurance. That's from goodtherapy.org. And a more severe diagnosis, of course, carries heavier lifetime costs and a burden. A patient with major depression can spend on an average of $10,836 a year on health costs. Meanwhile, a person with diabetes taking insulin, right, can spend, that's a typo right there. That can't be right. 4,000. I should say 4,000, 8,000. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. CNBC, y'all gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? 4,000, 8,000 is not a number, but $4,800 to manage their condition. You know what I'm saying? And there's some more topics here that I want to get into. It's so much that I get into, like, I don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's a little different, man. So one thing I do, if you work at a decent job that has good health insurance and all that, make sure you go to your health care provider and check and see how much they cover for your therapy and whatnot. And also check out apps like BetterHelp, you know, things like that. I forgot the other one, but there are a whole lot less stressful when it comes to therapy. You can be at home, you can video call, you can text. It will align you. It's basically it's like having a subscription-based therapist. If you can't get, because sometimes, from my personal experience, being in the office is stressful as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's stressful as hell. I ain't gonna lie about that. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in there and the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? You sitting in there. Y'all can't even get it out because I just think of some of the times I in there. But look, you sitting in there and there's so much shit going on sometimes. Like, say for instance, when I was on medication, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I've gotten off of it. And I take more of an herbal approach, you know what I'm saying, to it, which is something else I will be making a video about, because there are herbal ways to take care of your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these pills, they tear you up and they make you actually sometimes feel worse than you did before. And it's crazy because a lot of them got side effect of suicide, you know what I'm saying, suicidal thoughts. So it's weird like that. It make you feel like you inside of a robot, you know what I'm saying? It'll make you feel whole. It's on some whole different type of weird type shit. But anyway, that's another show for another day. But nah, man, you know, I can remember just being inside, you know, I'm going up there getting my meds and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you in there with everybody, you know what I'm saying? I won't go too far from that, but when I mean everybody, I mean you in there with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you in there, you know, like what you got, like you might just be dealing with some, you know, severe depression and whatever, but somebody else dealing with some real life hardcore shit, you know what I'm saying? And they going ham, you know what I'm saying? They kind of going ham a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things where I was like, man, I wonder if they took a different approach, can it get better? I don't know if that's the right question to ask. I don't know if I feel formed that right, but I think sometimes these medicines are not put here to actually heal us. Matter of fact, I know they're not. A lot of these medicines and pills and whatnot are put here to further chemically fuck us over. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mentioned like when I was on medication. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel right. You know, and on top of that, you know, I'm a truck driver, so I felt a lot less self-aware. Like I was aware, but it just had me doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Gritting my teeth. I felt like it was 2008 and I was on goddamn me, you know what I'm saying? Handlebars or something. You know what I'm saying? Like gritting, bite down. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you pop the bean around that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, kind of had. I mean, it is a pill, but it wasn't like that to that effect. But it was just saying like it just was weird. Like I didn't feel like myself. What I'm trying to say. Keep rambling. I didn't feel like myself. So there are a lot of herbal ways to deal with that. It's another video that I had to make. That matter of fact, I'm in the process of making as we speak. But that's just how it is, though. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why so many people are drug addicts, I believe, is because they don't have the access to care. So in my mind, thinking, well, maybe if they had the option of mental health care or just being more, you know, accessible, you know what I'm saying, to getting the right care or the care that they need, maybe they wouldn't turn to, you know, alcohol or, you know what I'm saying, cocaine, you know, or wouldn't be smoking so much, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying. Everybody's looking for an escape, you know what I'm saying, and it can get so dangerous because, say, if you hit something hard, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be chasing, you know what I'm saying. And I've seen people deteriorate over a time span because they, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to escape something, you know what I'm saying. But one thing you can't escape what's in your mind, like that is there. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying. You can't really escape that. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know if I'm rambling, but anyway, this got nothing to do with mental health. But since we're on YouTube, I know I haven't seen a lot of content creators cover this all the way, but YouTube changes fair use policy thanks to anime loving creator, right? So a YouTuber who fought for his rights and a copyright holder who didn't play by the rules forced to change YouTube's fair use policy. Hold up, bro. All right, goddamn it, I'm bad. My bad. It's water, but this over here. There you go. But a YouTuber who fought for his rights, a copyright holder who didn't play by the rules, right, forced a change. Excuse me, to YouTube's fair use policy. So, and that means your videos may be protected in one country while taken down in another. So, YouTuber Mark Fitzpatrick, aka Not Totally Mark, he received over 150 copyright claim notices recently by Japanese anime company Toei Animation, the creator of the classic animated series Dragon Ball Z. All right. So for the past 3 years, Not Totally Mark's channel has been largely centered around reviewing anime programs and movies, basically like reactions in a sense. You know, he was faced with seeing his channel potentially terminated overnight and losing his audience of 700,000 subscribers, and it was a rude awakening. To make matters worse, nearly half of the videos that Toei was claiming copyright on didn't have anything to do with their intellectual property. All right, other than being an inspiration for learning how to draw and animate characters and how to fashion. All right, so fighting back, Fitzpatrick decided he wasn't going to take things lying down, and he appealed to YouTube, stating that his videos rely on the legal concept of fair use, which enabled him to show brief clips of programs he was talking about. All right. Towell disagrees, stating that Fitzpatrick's use of their IP was against Japanese copyright law. So after several emails and videos talking about how unfair YouTube's takedown policy was, a high-level YouTube executive took Fitzpatrick's side after looking at his content. Now, mind you, I tell people all the time, man, they at some point, once they come across your content, like they look at it, and they have to they just have to take into that shit. I'm trying to say they have to take into account what your content is about, what content that you're using. If you just, for instance, try to post something on Instagram that's like a third party with music behind it, 9 times out of 10 you might get a copyright struck on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I got it a whole lot. I appealed of the fair use. A lot of times they let me go ahead and use it because I'm not using it for any monetary gain. And I think that's where the rift kind of is. I haven't really looked too much into it like that, but I know sometimes I use music. Like I said, this is not something I look for to gain from as far as, you know, money quite yet. So, but a few times I have used music that, you know, belongs to, you know, different artists, and that's fine. You know, so some artists I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? That's their music, and I, you know, wanted to use it because I like that song. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I do this specifically for the information and as another outlet to get the information out. And hopefully one day it'll get to a point where, you know, so we can get this shit cracking and popping around this bitch, so we can go out here and actually put and make this Trill Pill shit more tangible. You know what I'm saying? I've already been taking steps to make it tangible off in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Actually putting 10 toes on the concrete and actually getting help to people that really need it. And I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? It came out of my pocket, but at the same time, sometimes God gives you blessings to bless others. I am saying I'm not rich by any means. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that this is a purpose of mine, that this is a weight that I've picked up. You know what I'm saying? And especially being a black man, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, to talk about mental health and express yourself. And sometimes people look at black men, they look at, I don't know what they see. Like when they see men, sometimes they don't see human beings. And then add on top of that, sometimes when they see black men, they definitely don't see no human beings. You know what I'm saying? They just think we're supposed to be whatever the hell they want us to be. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that we're just like them, that we all have emotions and feelings and shit like that. But a lot of times, we don't get taken serious when we express ourselves, and that's a bigger problem that I address at the very end of this. Let me get to this right here. So, Toys broke the people who created Dragon Ball Z broke YouTube's policy. Instead of responding to YouTube's request for the justification, they instead used their own tools to manually claim and block all 150 videos behind YouTube's back, effectively accomplishing the same goal without taking down my channel. The irony here is that had Toll played fairly and worked within the system, chances are that Fitzpatrick would have lost his appeal and his channel. So scroll down a little more. The future of fair use, Toll viewed Fitzpatrick as a pirate, right? No different from those seeking to air their programming without the permission or consideration, and as such, refused to budge. This left YouTube in an unenviable position of having to choose a winner, and they chose to block the videos in Japan but give Fitzpatrick the freedom to post them everywhere else in the world. All right, first for the video site. Usually, when they, you know what I'm saying, when it's something like that, that shit taken down everywhere. But this changed the game a little bit in the sense that, you know, the anime, Or I think I guess it depends on where it's created. If that's Japanese, I don't know. I didn't get that here. The result is that YouTube would not consider the region of the copyright claimant, and if that nation has fair use laws in place, they would apply. It would also allow them to seek legal remedies outside of their region if the country doesn't allow for fair use, and YouTube merely blocks airing where that is the case. All right, so that's something to check out. That's something I decided to throw in there. It had nothing to do with mental health, but you know what I'm saying, we're trying to look around a big thing, trying to branch out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit y'all over the head with mental health shit. I'm tired of this shit sometimes, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The way I be seeing people act out here on these streets, I be like, woof. You know what I'm saying? Woof. You know what I'm saying? Need some help. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm a damn fool and a half, maybe even damn fool in 3/4. Maybe, I'm a Jemima, so maybe I'm 2 whole damn fools. But I know for a fact, I've benefited from taking the initiative to take care of my mental health. Like, I've benefited so much, you know what I'm saying? And so has my family, you know what I'm saying? So has my family, so has my children, you know what I'm saying? So has my ex-wife, so has my brother and my father and my friends, because I didn't know what I was doing when I started talking about mental health. I thought it was just for me, and then it ended up just being for me. It ended up being people like hit me up and like say, hey, bro, I've experienced that too. So how did you do this? Or you know what I'm saying, do that, or you know what I'm saying. And I always say I don't know all the answers, but you know what I'm saying, I damn sure try to help you find a solution, because I feel like if you're not here trying to help people find a solution, or we're not here trying to help people out through life, you know what I'm saying, help each other out, then it's really a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course you got to help yourself or you help others, but it benefits when you take the right steps to help yourself, because eventually you're going to come to a spot still where you're going to need some help too. And maybe that person that you help now they can be able to help you out. So it's kind of like a cycle, you know what I'm saying? A positive cycle of positivity and healthiness and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Bundle it all up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we got to keep in touch with your people, man. It's very important. I don't know if y'all seen this. Y'all probably have. I want to talk about it. Let me see. Just want to talk about that. Hold on. Fuck it. I'm going to hit the rules. Let's see. What you need to know. Yeah, most definitely. Let's get right to it. So, if you are not fond with non-fungible tokens, I advise you to get fun with it. I created a couple of my own, still trying to find ways to get my shit off on that side of the game and do whatever. But man, they selling meta slaves. You know what I'm saying? That they got some bullshit. I'm pretty sure by now it's taken down. But man, they had some shit where they were selling slaves. Digital slaves, you know what I'm saying? And it's some of the weirdest shit that I've seen. It had a Twitter page, you know what I'm saying? That shit was weird to me, you know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show you that, like, it don't matter in this universe or this world or the real world or fake world, they're gonna still try to find a way to get their bullshit shit off. So, this is from Afrotech. Great website. And if you're into black technology, black people in technology, if you black and you want technology from, you know what I'm saying, from our point of view and what we doing in this world, go to afrotech.com. They're gonna look you up. But Vice reports that the non-fungible token cryptocurrency continues to grow and expand, and so does the number of racist collections for NFTs depicting George Floyd, then there's Floydies. So more recently, a project by the name of Metaslave. All right, the collection continues to shock the masses. The new NFT collection features the images of black people, and rather than apologizing following the backlash, the OpenSea platform simply rebranded to have the collection include white, Asian, etc. NFTs. You can actually buy races of people. It's some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. The creation was brewed up by a user that goes by the name Unipic, who operated under the now deactivated Twitter handle Unique Fractal. Initially, the collection pledged to support the Black Lives Matter movement and aimed to honor the late George Floyd, but the actual images associated with the project being otherwise hide. This is glad to inform you that we have launched the first sales of NFT Metaslave. Read the announcement of the project via Twitter. This project was inspired by Black Lives Matter and also in honor of George Floyd. So they use Black Lives Matter as the vehicle to get some bullshit on. You know what I'm saying? You already know how I feel about Black Lives Matter. I don't really care too much about the organization itself. But when you about that bullshit, this is what happens when you're about that bullshit and you start doing the finessing. And, well, if you finesse your own people, then what do you think other people are going to do to you? Take a picture of your ass and sell you, nigga, for thousands of dollars. You a digital slave now. You in somebody's metaverse picking meta cotton and some other weird shit. Shining boots and some off the wall type shit. But look, so here's the collection project. This link will be in the description box. You know what I'm saying? It will be in the description box. But yeah, man, y'all don't look at.
What's up, Travel Noir fam? I'm Deanna Taylor.
Hold on, Deanna Taylor. Cute ass. We're not gonna talk to you yet, baby girl. I'll get this. Yeah. So if you are in the market for some NFTs, the metaverses, and all that good stuff, man. Don't you think for 1 second that this racism shit is going to stop? All right, it's gonna be something we're gonna have to deal with and continue to bust their ass every single time, respectively and responsibly. You know what I'm saying? So it is weird, but that's what happens when you are introduced to new worlds. It's new styles of racism. Like it's going to evolve. Everything we have, good or bad, is going to evolve. For every one good person that's thinking about just going in there, you know what I'm saying, getting some NFTs, with some cool, with some cool stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be some type of, little picture or a little character or a little animal or whatever. There's about 40,000 other evil, sick, sadistic motherfuckers that are out there that are going to take an image of you or create an image of who you are and sell your ass and have you in the metaverse doing God knows what. Alright? So maybe we're going to have to come up with a meta roots, you know what I'm saying? Or so I guarantee with this comes shit like a meta revolution, or you know what I'm saying? It's all type of wild shit because it's open. It's an open world. You know what I'm saying? Let me calm down a little bit because I thought about something. But it's an open world and it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird. And make sure you guys look out for that. And I'm pretty sure there is a way to report that shit and do that. Let's try our best to keep fighting these sick motherfuckers off because they're gonna be here forever. And unfortunately, they're gonna do shit like sell your ass and have you in the metaverse, mopping the metal floor, cleaning the metal. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have you, and I don't know how that's supposed to work. Like, they're gonna have pictures of you in there, or have a collection like, oh, these are my meta slaves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's gonna work, man. That shit is weird though. They gotta do better with that. No bullshit. That is uncalled for, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no words for it because that shit is uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? Also a little bit, man. Also where I'm at right now, it's a bill in Oklahoma that is allowing to the page real quick. Research on the chemical in magic mushroom, which is psilocybin, one of them. Anyway, to help veterans cope with PTSD. It's real dope. I'm glad that they're making that happen. You know what I'm saying? It needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it expands more than just veterans PTSD. But I guess they'll use them as a guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? For the shrooms. You know what I'm saying? I am a big advocate of shroom therapy. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple shrooms myself. Personal time. You know what I'm saying? Go to my little spot. I can give up my plug because, whatever. I'm not going to incriminate myself. But, it does help. You know what I'm saying? It helped me a whole lot deal with a lot of things. It's kind of like Christmas Carol, right? When they were seeing like the ghost of this past or whatever, it's all like, damn, like I see myself. I'm looking at myself. I don't know. That's another story another day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this shit up. We at 40 minutes. I gotta get some work real quick, man. But also, here is some real dope shit right here that I also seen is okay. Late after Robin Williams' son goes NFT for mental health, and that's some dope shit that I've been researching a lot is NFTs and mental health. Like I said, this NFT shit is broad and it's new, and you pretty much make it to what you it's a category for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's shit like porn NFTs. If they got meta slaves and you can buy races of people as NFTs, I'm pretty sure they got some wild shit too. But I also think that this NFTs, with mental health is something that I'm looking into a whole lot. Something that I look forward into investing in, as well as creating my own. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Okay, so let's go down to here. Let's talk about NFT philanthropy. Let's see. With interest in NFTs unlikely to abate anytime soon, the NFT marketplace has become a go-to for raising funds for charity. Giving Block is one platform that accepts crypto donations. The platform provides an ecosystem for charities and nonprofit organizations to fundraise Bitcoin and other cryptos. Giving Block's 2021 annual report highlights the rise in NFT philanthropy. More than $12.3 million in crypto. 12.3 billion in crypto donations were made from known NFT projects to dozens of charities on the Giving Block platform. So there were also collabs with NFT artists and nonprofits partnering in fundraising campaigns. Notable campaigns included NFT Tuesday, a one-day NFT celebration of NFT charitable giving with charity auctions hosted by Sotheby's and CoinDesk, among others. The Orangutan Outreach was another notable, with the organization receiving donations from the Bored Ape Yacht Club team. All right, so Robin Williams' son, if you don't know who Robin Williams is, you're a loser, number one. Number two, you're still a loser. Number three, you're a lame. If you don't know who Robin Williams is, I would suggest you, my favorite Robin Williams movie is Flubber. So if you've never seen Flubber, it's on Disney Plus. Go watch Flubber. Let's go teach your kids about it. Just go do it. So, very important. So anyway, Robin Williams was an actor and comedian who had major roles in films including Good Morning Vietnam, Mrs. Doubtfire, Dead Poets Society, and Good Will Hunting, when she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. The actor died by suicide in 2014 after struggling with mental health issues and Lewy body dementia, which was diagnosed post-mortem. This week, news hit the wires that NFT Project launched to honor Robin Williams, with the proceeds going to mental health services for the low-income young people. Zach Williams, the son of late actor and artist Jesus Martinez, collaborated and minted NFTs on Martinez's super rare profile. The proceeds of the sale will go to Bring Change to Mind, co-founded by the actress Glenn Close. The charity's mission is to end the stigma and discrimination. Surrounding mental health. This part of the dry shit. Smoking all day. To end the stigma and discrimination surrounding mental illness. So I found that was dope. That was dope. Something I probably get into. That sounds like something I can make a whole show about. And most likely I will. You know what I'm saying? I will. But I also found doing more further, more reading further on. I kind of like this little new music they added on StreamYard. No, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of funky. You know, so I wonder if add my own little music on it. It's kind of funky. Kind of funky, like old feet. Kind of funky. Okay, let's see. Alright. Yeah. So this is I looked up a few things with mental health and NFTs, and here are some other things. This is the hashtag On Your Mind, UNICEF's global campaign to promote awareness around mental health in kids got a boost with a partnership that was announced during the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021. It is a condition that is a lot more serious than you think, with more than one adolescent between the age of 10 and 19 living with the diagnosed mental disorder globally. And the partnership aims to open a dialogue and encourage greater conversations and understandings around mental health and well-being. All right, Tough Guys NFT is a team that has created a huge buzz in the NFT universe. These guys just don't dig NFTs and video games, but they have also strived to create a welcoming environment for those dealing with a mental health struggle. Their very innovative plan. All right, you gotta put some emphasis in this. Somebody told me I need to put more life into when I'm reading, you know. So very innovative plan. All right, yet simple. Involves releasing limited merch for Tough Guys holders that they can use in the metaverse. So they will actively, they will actively reward the most active members in the community. The next step will involve developing comic strips that feature the Tough Guys owned by the company to spread awareness. This will then kick off the second generation of Tough Guys with a roadmap of monthly updates. So that is some dope shit, man. Some dope shit. That's something, you know, just something to look into. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, I'm just here to, you know, I'm here to just throw the boot. It's something you to slam dunk it, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I appreciate y'all listening to me, stumble and bumble, stutter and sputter for the last 46 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's all good though. But I'm gotta get into something real quick that's a little bit more serious that I need to talk about. I'm gonna talk about real quick. It's important. So take a little commercial break. Hear from a word from my sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Word from our sponsors. Word from our sponsors. Word from the sponsors. THETRILLPILL, man. All right, look, man. All right. Yeah, now see, those was the meta slaves. So if you go on TikTok, they got some. You can actually see them. You know what I'm saying? I actually seen them. It's weird. It's awkward. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, work for my sponsor. I'm gonna give me some water because I am parched a tad bit. You know what I'm saying? Talking for a long time does make me a little bit parched, and makes my anxiety go up a little bit because I'm really excited about the information that I found that I'm giving to you guys. So I gotta go chill out, light some incense, burn some sage, burn some, some CBD and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right back. Don't worry about it. Don't touch that dial. Goddamn me. You hear me?
Drop it low for Jesus. Keep the Lord in mind. When you're dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club, shake it to the floor and showing love. I'm on the grind, cause for my sins he died. Cause I know.
Yeah, and we're back. I'm probably like, I didn't trip it. Wow. Yeah, hey man, it is some wild things on my computer. Yeah, but that right there, I found that to be very comical. You know what I'm saying? Very comical, man. I got a few of the other things I'm gonna get off real quick, man.
Listen, everybody in here is supposed to take something from that highlight right here.
No doubt, never quit.
Confidence in yourself. I don't give a fuck what you do. Whatever you do in life, if you ain't got no confidence in yourself, you don't believe in yourself, man, it ain't gonna happen, man. Believe in yourself, man. Hey, look, if it ain't you, it ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Hey, look, all y'all can be is y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody else taking up. Everybody else taking up.
Be yourself.
Be yourself, man.
Be yourself.
Hey, look, that confidence right there, that video right there, just show you
yourself.
His confidence level, man.
Yes, sir.
And who he is, man, as a person, man. That was dope as hell. That was dope.
Two things we get every day. That's a chance and a choice. Let's put more value on the choices that we make, because our choices is what determine our destination.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Like I said, I'm about to get into this real quick. Let me find it real quick. Okay. Now that I've found it. Alright, let's do a nice little transition. So, I read this article on the Essence. And I was trying to look up stats for black men and suicide, right? Because I've seen a lot of posts that, like, the rates have risen up through the roof and all things like that. And sometimes you can't really believe what they be posting. Sometimes they're doing on that bullshit. But it did make me wonder and checked out some of the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting those numbers with some of the things that I've seen in the past few months that we've seen a lot of black men take their own life. And it's very unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, with black men and black women. The other day, another beauty queen fell to her death, which me personally, I find that as it's a little weird, you know, but it's unfortunate. It really is, you know. I know sometimes, you know what I'm saying, being a black man, you feel like you don't have no choice to, no chance to really express yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to rap or you ain't trying to, exhibit no violence or nothing, if you ain't trying to do none of that, they really ain't gonna listen to you, trying to get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? As far as you trying to express yourself about how you feel, man, the world could really care less. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there needs to be a better way for us men to start communicating better with each other. You know what I'm saying? Along like with our, with each as men. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Sometimes we kind of get caught up in all this bravado and macho shit, and sometimes it's not really about anything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just a simple conversation can solve problems. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it kind of gets to a point to where there is no going back, and not only are we killing ourselves, but not only are we killing each other, but we also killing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple weeks ago it seemed something very disturbing with I forgot what the dude's name is, but it was in Wisconsin, where he he killed the mother of his child. You know what I'm saying? We also seen something like that. I want to say in Virginia. I think that dude's name was Raji Black. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, good or bad, it needs to be some serious attention some light shine towards that. That's a problem for me. It's triggering, like I said, man, I try my best to not be so serious all the time. I try my best to kind of loosen up sometimes, because I can really get too deep in thought and start to overthink about certain things, and then not, and while I'm trying to, overthink, I don't even get a chance to, enjoy my day, because my day has been consumed with, whatever type of thoughts, you know what I'm saying? As far as, doubt, self-doubt, self-doubt, and things of that nature, just normal things that come along, you know what I'm saying? And also being, black man, number one thing that my whole thing is, when I leave my spot, I want to be able to come back in one piece. I never want to leave the house and then, have my family get the bad news that, hey, he's not here anymore because he took his own life. Or I never want to get to a point where somebody frustrates me so much, or something, something where I feel like I can't deal with it. Where I say, you know what, man, fuck it, man, I gotta take myself out the game. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? There were times that I have had those thoughts, and I'm very transparent about that. A lot of times, I feel like that's why I'm still here now. Like, I feel like zero sometimes. Like, I'm still living. You know what I'm saying? Hearing him talk about his suicide struggles, or hearing other people that look like me, you know what I'm saying, that sound like me, go through the same things that I went through, helps me out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And it made me maintain, like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying, I can't give up. I got 3 people that I gotta be here for, along with what happened in my personal ecosystem. If I do that to myself, a lot of people are going to hurt. Fortunately, I'm loved by a lot of people, and I appreciate that. I don't take that for granted. And I'll do anything for other people that really got real life love for me, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's really like that. That's why I don't try to play around on here too much, because I do have people that are listening and are, you know what I'm saying, they don't really make themselves, you know, some have, some you won't never know as far as, you know, in this sector. You know what I'm saying? Some I didn't know that I was listening and they feel like, oh, nigga, we seen you on the, I'm like, yeah, but that's, you know what I'm saying? And so they ask questions, and, you know, I don't tell them. But, you know, people that really, really fuck with me, and sometimes when things are said and it gets really intense on here, I fall back a lot. Not because I'm soft, because I'm humble. And because I know how far the internet can drive you, because it's millions of cases, thousands of cases, I won't say millions, but it's thousands of cases where the internet has gotten the best of people, and they decide to take themselves out the game. And so I think about people who are like me, like when I talk to other black men and they listen to my content, or I see somebody like, if you need somewhere else to go, he's a broad content creator, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that I look up to, somebody that I contacted, you know what I'm saying? And has some, you know what I'm saying, some, you know, back and forth with. His name is James Harris. And he has a YouTube page called Men to Heal. And I did a segment on him, I think one of my last episodes. He got an award, and he has a dope YouTube page and Instagram page. He also has a book and everything like that. And it's just dope to see other people. And he's actually a therapist, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dope to see other black men like myself take the initiative to talk about mental health and just health, things like that. Our voices do mean something, you know what I'm saying? But let me go right into this for a little bit. So it says right here, when discussions are had about suicide, the focus these days often on what's occurring with very young people, children and teens under great pressure and the age of social media and bullying. But what many fail to realize that the numbers that inform those studies go past junior high and high school age and all the way to young adulthood, when what's happening within the black communities in regards to this topic is jarring. In addition to suicide rates in general for people aged 10 to 24 in the U.S., it's jumping 57.4% from the 6.8 to 10.7 between 2007 and 2018. According to the Suicide Prevention Resource Center, suicide rates within the black community have been peaking during adolescence and young adulthood before declining around later adulthood, ranges from 15 to 34. Even more staggering per stats, or people like to say the whole word, statistics, you know what I'm saying? I try to cut it short because I don't want to be stuck in this part. But within the black community, the actual suicide death rate for men is more than 4 times the rate for women. We're all going through it, but how much attention is being put on the weight black men are quietly carrying? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get to the pain that they cannot really understand, or heal the pain they can't stop or can't really articulate, said Dallas-based mental health therapist and expert Jay Barnett about the growing rates of suicide among black men. Not only has he helped young male clients and everyday men online to prioritize their mental health and deal with suicidal ideations, he's also a two-time suicide survivor. And while the progress has been made in the 10 years since he grappled with that pain for people to talk openly about mental health, Barnett and other experts say black men specifically haven't actually been given the chance to be vulnerable, heard, and understood. You know what? I think I'm going to do a lot about this, because I want to hear from my fellow fellas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue to go through this, but yeah. So I always felt like if I told people I heard voices, what were they going to think about me? He recalls to Essence. The first time I said to my mom, I'm having thoughts of suicide, it was, what's wrong with you? You're saved. God's been walking, with you since you were a kid. What do you mean you want to kill yourself? There's just no one to really say, let's dive deep into what let's dive deep into what have you thinking these thoughts. You know what I'm saying? What is the trigger? Dr. Shonda Reynolds, a DC-based licensed clinical psychologist and host of the Paging Dr. Shonda podcast. She said that I do think that we're having these conversations more frequently, but I don't think they're becoming more comfortable because there are so many black men still suffering in silence from this, believing that a little bit that they have to be the strong black man, whether it's for their family or their community. She has their norm is to suppress their emotions. That vulnerability piece. Pause this shit. Fuck out of here. Sure. Yeah. Fuck. That's how I They got sidetracked. Hey man, hold up. Hey, he got some bullshit going on down there. Hold up. Alright, so she has the norm is to suppress the emotions, and the vulnerability piece for men is not as acceptable in mainstream society. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of, it kind of makes you think about what is a strong black man. I heard from my mother one time. She said that sometimes being called a strong black woman, it's not. She didn't really call it an insult. She was saying sometimes it's kind of like a backhanded type of compliment in a way because it kind of puts the woman up where she's kind of like a superhero and not a real human. That makes any sense. I know I fucked it up. Mama, please forgive me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out what I'm talking about. I mean, what you exactly said. I just thought about it, but I feel like it's kind of the same way with men, right? Or strong black men don't have no emotions. You know what I'm saying? When in fact, you know what I'm saying, we're human beings. We're human. So if you are a human being, you have emotions. You know what I'm saying? You have emotions if you are a human being. You don't have no choice not to. And you can keep on trying to suppress your emotions all you want, but eventually they are going to come back and they are going to haunt you if you don't take care of those problems. You know what I'm saying? And here's my thing is, it doesn't mean that you're not strong. You know what I'm saying? My brother. Like, it don't mean that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I know we like to go out here and I know we like to say some of us super big thugs, you know what I'm saying? Super gangsters. I ain't never felt, you know what I'm saying, this, and I ain't never did that, and I'm too hard and I can't feel and all that shit. All right, we can let some of that shit go, my nigga, because unfortunately, you do. All right. One of the biggest things that helped me out a whole lot is just the music. When I heard people like Mo3 creating a song like "Hurt My Feelings," or the way he expressed himself through his music. When I heard Zero, the way he expressed himself through his music about things that he was going through, the way when I first listened to a whole Scarface album, you know what I'm saying, The Diary, the way he expressed himself and what he was going through. Kanye, same thing, you know what I'm saying, 8 Ball, MJG, Pimp C, Bun B, you know what I'm saying. Recently I listened to a mixtape, Conway, You know what I'm saying? He was talking about his depression and moving through his depression, and you know what I'm saying, and this, that, and the other. So our black men are being able to express themselves, but not everybody is a rapper. That's the way that they express themselves, and they still deal with the ins and outs of having it. So for those of us who, you know what I'm saying, if you're a black man, I challenge you, black man, to find ways to express yourself in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly believe the more and more we learn how to express ourselves, the more the world will take us seriously, the more our women will have a better understanding in what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? And they can be able to listen. And sometimes they don't understand either, because a lot of them ain't never seen a man express himself, or they've never been in a situation where a man expresses himself and they don't think of it as weak. You know what I'm saying? That has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, black men, we, you know what I'm saying, like, we the shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we go through emotion like everybody else. We get triggered like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how much a nigga feel like, how I feel when I see another black man that look like me. You know what I'm saying? Sound like me. Grew up in the same type of environment that I grew up in or didn't. Just another black man get gunned down by either another one of us or anybody else, or get hurt or get harmed. And they play that shit on a loop on the internet, and it's over and over and over again. I can't tell you, I can tell you how that feels to see that shit over and over and over again. I can tell you how much this shit really scares me. I can tell you about some of the experiences that I've had walking down the street in my neighborhood, going to the snow cone shop and getting pulled, and me and my brother getting pulled over and searched, and we ain't do nothing. Talking about looking for, you know, a profile. Talking about we fit a profile, and we don't fit that profile. Me and my brother don't be doing, they never did no crimes. You know what I'm saying? We was in the house chilling all day, playing Madden, chilling. Real cool day. We went to the store to get some snacks and whatnot. We got pulled over. Had to put hands on the car. Got searching all that shit. Talking about we fit a profile. What profile? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I can tell you how that feels. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about the experience that my father told me that he had. He's 78 years old. So he's been through 7 decades of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Of a lot of shit. I can tell you those stories that my brothers have. I can tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother told his story on one of my past episodes of my podcast, which is uploaded on here. You know what I'm saying? So if it's matter of fact, I'm gonna have that video after. You can go see that. Put the link to it. I can tell you about some of the experiences that me and my partners done had together or individually that they've told me, that they've shared with me through my podcast. I can tell you about that. This shit is well documented. But what we gonna do to fix this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because we can't sit here and not only acknowledge the problem, we gotta find a solution for it at the same time. And for a lot of us, we don't know where to look. This world has already had some type of weird, sick image of who we are. It's documented. They tell you exactly what they tell you exactly what they think about us all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, and why can't, you know, us as black men come together, you know what I'm saying, and try to find out a way. I ain't saying we gotta be buddy, but I'm just saying as far as this mental health thing, you know what I'm saying, or why do we always resort to violence and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? How can we stop ourselves taking ourselves about the game, man? Because whether we know it or not, man, our people, they need us. Our sons need us. Our daughters, they need us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of this shit gets exhausting, especially on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I talk with a lot of content creators. You know what I'm saying? Just about like, damn, you know, if I was coming on here talking about some bullshit, I would probably get all the love in the world. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm on here talking about mental health and things of that nature, I don't get it as much recognition and love as I feel like it's deserved. Not because of me, but because of the type of content that I make. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just needs to be more in that type of community. There's not a whole lot of people that's flocking to a page like Men to Heal, or flocking to a page like THETRILLPILL, or flocking to any other page that has something to do with mental health, especially not black mental health. You know what I'm saying? The ladies can do it. You know what I'm saying? But as men, we gotta drop our nuts and do that too. And I don't know what this image of us being able to express ourselves means, that we, you know what I'm saying, ain't this or ain't that. Me personally, I believe it's quite the opposite. If you can't communicate how you feel, if you can't express yourself, you know what I'm saying, you know, how you feel, what you feeling, then you're weak. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, a lot of you niggas can't fool me with your bravado and I'm super tough and all, man. I've seen it all. I grew up around it all. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with it all. So it doesn't fool me. You know what I'm saying? I know that we all need help around this motherfucker, and somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we out here being lost niggas. You know what I'm saying? And my daddy raised me to the last thing. Hey, man, my daddy ain't raising no lost niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't raised no lost nigga, man. He raised me to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, for a lot of these historic moments, he was there. He was a part of it. So he knows what it feels like to, you know what I'm saying, in those times. And he's still here to drop this game off on me for me to pick up. On me and my brother, and me and, you know what I'm saying, my other brothers, and me and whoever, the other young men in my family. One thing, although, you know, as men, we all make mistakes. The one thing, we ain't lost niggas. You know what I'm saying? We gonna always try our best to find a path. Path that we're destined for. A part of that is staying alive. And if we get so overwhelmed with life to the point where we want to hurt ourselves, take ourselves out the game, to where we're not here for our family, for our children, for our women, man. Excuse me. No, man. Sometimes it's troubling. Sometimes I have to slow down a little bit, because I can remember those, you know what I'm saying, like those times where I was going through a lot of those things. So when my people and my partners call me, and when I call them, and we chop it up over some real shit, like, that means the world to me, because, man, maybe that wouldn't have happened if I would have never started, you know what I'm saying, this THETRILLPILL shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I say all the time, I still don't know what exactly it is anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started off as just a podcast, but now to where I talk to so many people to where they've put me up on so much game to where it's turning into something that's much more than just a podcast. It's turning into a real movement to get real help for real people and for people to see me going, you know, and me express myself and talk about these things. Because I took the time out to break down those barriers for myself, I didn't know that it also broke down barriers for everybody else too. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, when I talked about, you know what I'm saying, whether it was me going through my suicidal, you know, being a suicidal survivor when I was going through my issues, when my T-John died, and where I was going and the path I was on and all that shit, and where I went down, and me growing up, you know what I'm saying, in South Dallas, and how it affected me in this way and that way, and he talk about all this shit. Talked about how I felt like in marriage and mental health, and then when, you know, in marriage and how in relationships, how it's so important. I didn't know. I had no clue that was going to break down barriers for other people too, and it made them comfortable. Like, damn, if I see him talking, you know what I'm saying? If I see Khalil talking about that, it's my government name. It's Khalil. You know what I'm saying? My partner say, damn, I seen Khalil talk about that. You know, for those who don't know me like that, you know what I'm saying? They can say like, oh, THETRILLPILL said this and said that. And now I feel like I can go on with it, or I feel like I have somebody to kind of talk to, you know, if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Just being just being that vibe for people. Like, that's my thing. Is and you know, I always say this, and some of my partners say, bro, you stop saying that because you ain't taking your flowers to her. I say, no, man, I have to say that because you got some of these niggas out here who think that just because you talking about something like this, that you know everything, or that you think that you better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And one thing my brother said was, sometimes you are. Right. And I was like, damn, sometimes I am. You know what I'm saying? Better than a lot of this shit, because if all we gonna do is sit on the internet or sit on in conversations and talk about bullshit all motherfucking day and sit here and argue and fuss and fight and do all this other shit and nobody really trying to, what's the point, man? I'm more solid than you niggas is. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I have to stop being so humble. Sometimes I be too humble. But I'm a lot solid more. I'm a lot more solid than you niggas are. You know what I'm saying? That's point blank. That's just through my tutelage, through how I am. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta realize, like, hey, man. Sometimes I can be humble all I want, but sometimes I gotta get my own flowers, dog. Because I ain't realized what I was doing until my people told me how much that it helped them out. My homegirls told me how much they love the podcast and have been a part of it. You know what I'm saying? My partners tell me how much they've been buying. They wait on the merch. They get on my head every day. Say, bro, we come on with the t-shirts, rubber bands, and all that shit. I tell them it's coming. I was like, my nigga, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel like when I'm doing the work. So, I go where I'm celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Being on the internet with some content that means something is uphill battle, because not everybody's gonna like you just because you're solid. Not everybody gonna like you just because you talk about mental health. Like, just because you talk about mental health, niggas are entitled to like you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody who creates content like that, it can kind of drive you a little bit crazy. So when I talk about this, like, suicide shit and what goes on, sometimes I fall back because it's right there in front of our faces. Sometimes people have to see it for themselves. But it's hard because I feel like sometimes this shit is being ignored to where we don't recognize we kings because we missing our crowns. We done dealt with so much shit in our lifetimes that we want to take everything else out on each other, and it's irresponsible, and it's very childish, and it's immature. We can get on here and we can play all day, but at some point you gotta be for real, my nigga. If you feel like you gotta need some help, go get some help. If you got sons to raise, you got daughters to raise, you got women to take care of in your life, and they need you. And this world needs us. Don't let this world fool you say that they don't. They can just look around. You know what I'm saying? We don't recognizing our own worth sometimes, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the article. So while we've heard many notable women figures be honest about the time they've thought of or tried to commit suicide to be an encouragement to other women, it hasn't been the same for men. When men have been open and been honest, there's often been penalties. They say, "Oh, I saw this guy, he opened up, he got crucified for it, so I'm just going to keep this to myself." When you feel like you will be judged, then it's I can't let people know I don't have it together. I can't let people know I don't feel good about myself. I bottle that in, I internalize it. Eventually, I implode. And when there's an implosion on the inside, the explosion is I want to take myself out by any means. Now, like I said, man, this article, I will put this link in the description box. I'm going to read the whole thing just for time's sake. I know I kind of went on a tad bit, rambled on, but fuck it, I get this shit off my chest, not my heart. You know what I'm saying? What it is. Like I said, great article will be in the description box, man. But like I said, man, we got to be able to facilitate more important conversations. You know what I'm saying? That mean a lot more than just getting out here and arguing and doing this bullshit. It is a waste of time. Because while we putting the energy toward this shit, we doing something else to help out somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It definitely ain't beneficial for our mental health. But some of the shit that I be seeing out here, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, it can get a little wild on here. You know what I'm saying? It can get a little wild on here. But with that being said, man, before I get on too much, it's already about to be an hour and a half, man. I ain't even want to be on that long. But I'm gonna go ahead and if I can get off of here, man, so I can go ahead and y'all can run this back. I don't try to make it a marathon, even though you know you need to sit on live for 27 hours a day. Y'all be there for all that, but just give me a little hour and a half of your time, man. Just hear what I have to say. Let me, you know what I'm saying, talk my shit, and go on with your day. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, I won't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, it's a trill pill, man, and you know. My slogan, man, stay trill and heal and monumental to be monumental. Like I said, man, the merch is coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. And like I said, the website is under construction. All that shit gonna drop at the same time. The merch, the website gonna be revamped. I'm just doing things, taking care of, making things a lot more simpler because it's just me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me doing this. I ain't got a whole lot of help, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got a whole lot of help to be out here, you know, people help me out and shit like that. So it's just me. So thank you for being patient. You know what I'm saying? It is coming out. And like I said, man, I don't really be tripping about, you know what I'm saying, who likes my content or not. If they don't like it, that's fine. But I just would advise people who don't like my content to please stay the fuck out of my way and anybody else's way who loves this content and loves what I'm talking about and love these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Stay the fuck out of my way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas, you know what I'm saying, y'all been on all this other bullshit, and all of a sudden, you know, you niggas want to turn into Martin Luther King and Julio Cesar Chavez and any other civil rights leader, and you need to chill out on all that shit because that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all niggas didn't start saying anything positive until I came around, and that's weird for me. I'm not saying that, I'm the only nigga that can say some positive shit, but I'm just saying, some of y'all niggas is not genuine with it. That's the problem. You're not genuine with it. You're not genuine with what you're giving out. You can't say you trying to do all this and do all that and be positive and do all that, but still indoors with some of the bullshit. So that's why I don't be around a whole lot, because I can't do that, because I value my content, I value my conversation, I value my time as well as you should. I don't know if I said that right, but basically you should too. You should value your time. You should value your content. So your content. If you are a creator, you should also value your conversation. You're just a human being. You should value that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you got to be careful. Some people that's talking this shit just because it sounds good, but they ain't really putting in the real work. And it's not like it's a real metric that you can see how much somebody is doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can damn sure bet that whenever I talk this shit, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? I mean it. This is somewhat shit turned into my life's work, to be honest. Because I don't want to create this podcast shit ever since I was 25 years old when I first experienced it, and my first time in therapy. And I was listening to Comeback Jack. Rest in peace, Reggie Osei. Rest in peace, Comeback Jack. I listened to Comeback Jack and Taxstone and those guys, and I was like, man, this is a pretty dope way to, have another outlet. So because of those are the people who I looked up to and still look up to when it comes to making this content and try to make it the most, where it is so original. You know what I'm saying? And I have a long way to go for, I get to a point where I'm even on a Comeback Jack level or a Taxstone level or what was the guy's name? Time Suck Podcast. I've got his name, Anthony Bourdain. I'm a long way from that, but I'm on the road to it. There is a space for people that are like me to talk about things that like mental health and whatnot. There are spaces for that. We might have to grind a little bit harder to get to those spaces, but we're gonna get there. So if you are like-minded, like myself, it don't matter you know what I'm saying, black man, black woman, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? We can try to get the shit cracking, because the more and more, it's us as a whole that take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's too much bullshit being put out to our ecosystem, and it's thriving. You know what I'm saying? It's thriving, which is never going to stop thriving. But shit, in my opinion, if that shit can thrive, why can't black men and women who talk about mental health and things like that thrive also? Like, we need more black men voices in, in this realm of talking about mental health and healthcare and things like that. We just need more positive male voices, man. How many times we gonna sit here and keep talking about how much we gonna beat a nigga up and shoot a nigga down and ride with the chopper, with the op and all that other bullshit we be talking about, man. A lot of these niggas ain't living like that, period. You know what I'm saying? But how many times we gonna hear that? How many times we gonna, like, I ain't trying to be on whatever, but we just gotta uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks to see people that are not genuine with it. If you ain't genuine with it, then you wasting people's time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be genuine with this shit. Once you pick up this flag or talk about mental health and shit like that, and once you get people along your way who look into what your content and look forward to your content, there is no going back. So you have to really be in shit like this. You got to be in it. You have to get an understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? And really know that once you start this walk with this shit, there is no going back. I got partners who listen to my content all the time, and they love it. Got homegirls listen to my content all the time. They love it. My shit. My pop listen to my shit. My brother listen to my shit. my family, you know what I'm saying, they listen to that shit too. You know what I'm saying? People who like, damn, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other, but well shit, this is some culture to get behind. And don't just, you know what I'm saying, say it, actually show it. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribe, like, do everything that we need to get these messages out there. You know what I'm saying? For real. That being said, man, I'm out this bitch. Time for me to go out here and make some of this money. And I love y'all very much. I hope y'all have a great day. It is Friday. I hope y'all have a great Friday. Hope y'all stay safe. If it is icy, if you're not supposed to be out there on the road, stay home. You know what I'm saying? Stay home and, you know, clear the way for young niggas like me who driving these big trucks, man. We're going to make sure we get you what you need. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out the way and don't do no stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Drive safe out there. In the meantime, stay true and heal and monumental to be monumental. Much love. God bless. Much love to y'all. Happy Friday. All that good shit. Man, I'm out.